Hey guys, it's Danny. Today we're gonna talk about orchids that aren't real. Have you ever scrolled Instagram or the internet in general and stumbled upon some orchid pictures which just seemed too good to be true? Well, some of these really are too good to be true because they're fakes, lies, clickbait, whatever you want to call it, things that want to grab your attention for other purposes rather than education. And these are the orchids we're gonna look at today. And I have quite the list on my phone of both internet-related orchids or real orchids that you can actually purchase. If this sounds interesting to you, hang tight, but before we start the subject, don't forget to give this video a like because it really helps it out. Yeah, we gotta do this at the beginning of the videos, guys, sorry. Also, you can subscribe for more videos, it is free, and if you feel a little extra about it, you can further support the channel by using the affiliate links down below, checking out our merch, becoming a member, or using the super thanks option. Right, let's get into the subject. We're gonna start with a wild card. It's an orchid that is both real and fake, and I have to address it because I know it's gonna appear in the comments. The Flower Shop Phalaenopsis orchid. Yeah, it's real. I can touch it, I can grow it, I can smell it. It's the first time that I feel fragrance from a mini mark. Woohoo, we done it! I had a lot of mini marks in the past that weren't fragrant. This one has a little bit of a fragrance. It's nothing to write home about, but it's something. I digress. So, Phalaenopsis orchids in the flower shops are definitely real. But evolutionary-wise, they really are not. They are man-made hybrids. They have become one of the most popular orchids on the market simply because of attributes that we humans like. There are other beautiful orchids in the world, but Phalaenopsis have that certain something that we humans like. And we started to hybridize them wildly, to the point that there are actually more hybrids than species. And these hybrids are definitely the ones you find in flower shops and garden centers, even some orchid nurseries. Now, there's nothing wrong with them, and you can definitely grow them in a home. All of the tutorials I ever made apply to those orchids. Definitely, it is something you can own. So, yes, they're real, but they're not really real. You would not find this in nature. I don't even know if it would survive in a natural setting, to be honest. But if we want to be really correct about the subject, this is not real. This is not something nature created entirely, right? We had an input. So with this out of the way, let's get to the really fun part, right? Let us start with a real-life example. The Blue Phalaenopsis orchid, which from time to time I do get comments on. Leaving aside the fact that it is a hybrid, it is also not naturally blue. It is artificially dyed. And here we can expand to other colors as well that I've seen in recent years, orange, red, green even. There are various colors that really, to my eyes, don't look very real, but to a beginner, they might actually pass as being natural, being real. And many people acquire them thinking that they will forever continue to bloom blue and other colors, but actually they won't. What they are white Phalaenopsis orchids that have been artificially dyed, or their flower spikes have been colored in such a way temporarily. I once thought that the technique consisted of the actual orchid being watered in blue water or something like that. If you remember when we were kids, we put stems, flower stems in water, and the flowers would get colored with that water. Well, it's a little different with orchids. It's not done through roots, it's actually done through the flower spike. There is a hole or an opening being done in the flower spike, and as the sap flows upwards, it picks up that pigment. And I myself did an experiment many years ago, just for educative purposes. I don't like the idea of dyeing orchids, but you can see that even I managed to reproduce to some extent the effect. In the trade, that particular dye is different than what I found. I found food dye. It wasn't the best. It actually ended up severely shortening the life of the flowers. The orchid did not like the dye. But just so you know, 100% of the times the Blue Phalaenopsis in flower shops or garden centers are artificial. Blue Phalaenopsis don't really exist. There are some natural species which are more of a purple color. Generally speaking, in the orchid world, ink blue is not a very common color. I don't think I can think of something that is ink blue. It's a very unnatural color for them. You can get very close with some shades of purple, sometimes even gray purple that can kind of pass as a blue color. but it's not that ink blue that you see in flower shops. So now you know, you can buy these orchids if you really like them, but just know that the color is temporary, and in the end, when the orchid will rebloom, you will see gradually it will fade to a white coloration, and this is because that's the natural color of your Phalaenopsis. Next up, the Singolo orchid, Singolo Phalaenopsis. I've had this one in the past, I did videos on it. Practically what it is, it's a normal white Phalaenopsis that had its flower spike cut right above the first bloom. So pretty much it looks like a paphiopedilum with a straight upwards flower spike and one flower, but it's a Phalaenopsis. And just like with the painted Phalaenopsis, sometimes this is not really well explained on the tag. Some Blue Phalaenopsis and Singolo Phalaenopsis don't have any mention on their tag that they're actually normal Phalaenopsis, and what you see is just a decoration or display effect. So again, people who don't know about orchids way too much think it's an orchid with one flower. And if you don't know what to look at and see the actual cuts, you will think that this is how the orchid will continue to bloom. Well, no, that's not going to happen. It will bloom just like any other Phalaenopsis. It will create either secondary spikes at some point. It will not grow anything from the top because the flower spike is cut. But secondary spikes, if there are nodes, they can happen. Or when a new flower spike will be produced in the spiking season, it will just grow long and it will produce multiple flowers just like any other white Phalaenopsis will. Now, to combine a little bit the two worlds, I did see in shops recently, in recent years, painted Phalaenopsis. So yes, you can have white Phalaenopsis or natural purple Phalaenopsis being presented as Singolos or whatever, but you can also have dyed ones. So they kind of mix the two worlds together and create this monstrosity, in my opinion, of an orchid that doesn't exist. It's not real. That's not its natural state. Again, leaving aside that it's a hybrid, it's not even how it's supposed to bloom. Furthermore, if you visit my Singolo videos, I have a suspicion, I don't have proof, but I have a suspicion it's also infused or treated with something that stunts growth and keeps the leaves tinier, because in my experience, after a little while of owning that orchid, it started to create larger and larger leaves. It's definitely not a mini Phalaenopsis, it is a big monster type Phalaenopsis because the flower is big as well. And with Phalaenopsis, the bigger the flowers, typically the bigger the orchid is as well. So not only will you have the surprise of having multiple flowers, which is not a bad surprise, right? But you'll also have the surprise of having a monster big Phalaenopsis. I use monster in a cute way, by the way, but it's gonna be a big baby, you know? So, do you think that is deceitful? What do you think? I don't know what to think about that. I personally don't feel okay with it. I feel like I should know these details before I purchase it. What do you think about it? If you didn't know that that's the case, well, now you know. Singolos are not real. Righty. Next category of real life fake orchids. The Just That Ice orchid, the espresso orchid, the tiny lady, and insert other company brand names, whatever names here. There is no such thing as a Just That Ice orchid. That's a creation of a person who wanted to invent a marketing campaign. I'm holding back. That's how that orchid is sold. It's not a special species or even a variety or even a hybrid. It's a normal Phalaenopsis. It's just being sold by a company that has the liberty to write whatever crosses their mind on the tag. If I were a vendor of an orchid, I could write here, MissOrchidGirl's Cottage Sweet Orchid Cake. I could write that on the tag. Nobody stops me from writing that. It doesn't mean the orchid is a sweet MissOrchidGirl's cottage cake, however I named it. No, it's a normal Phalaenopsis. It's just my product's name. I can name my products however I feel like. Same with espresso orchids, which are the miniature Phalaenopsis. It doesn't mean they're tinier than the typical mini Phalaenopsis that have no name in other shops. No, they're the very same orchid, and many of the times they are coming from the very same providers, which are nurseries that produce them, either through tissue culture, which I think most of the times is the case, either through seeds, which sometimes is the case with some orchids. And they're just being sold to these different companies and brands, and some of them have a different marketing approach to stuff. So these things are just not real, and I wanted to mention this because I do always get comments asking me, how do I care for my espresso orchid or this and that, when it's really just a normal Phalaenopsis orchid. And it creates a little bit of confusion in my opinion, because when you search for espresso orchid care tutorial, you'll not find anything because the orchid isn't real. But if you search for Phalaenopsis orchid care tutorial, you're gonna find a whole deal of things because that's what orchid it is. So yeah, brand name orchids don't exist. Search for Latin names, pretty much. Phalaenopsis, Oncidium, Cattleya, no matter who sells them, they're all the same, pretty much. They take the same care. It doesn't mean they're a different type, and certainly doesn't mean they can handle ice, okay? Let's make that very clear. Calm down, Danny. I'm holding back with this ice thing. Right, shall we go on to the orchids you see online? What should I start with? Literal fake orchids made out of plastic or textile. Now, I do think that fake plants generally are a form of art, and actually I do find place for them as a decoration. I'm not against them. I am a little bit shocked that there are entire groups posting pictures of fake orchids, presenting them as real orchids. To be more specific, you know, there are those hashtags or groups on Instagram that repost pictures. Who knows where they get them from? Who knows who the original poster is? Maybe they're the artist. Maybe they did create that paper flower, right? And these groups just take the photo, repost it as their own in a collage of real orchids and fake orchids. And the viewer says, oh, they're all so pretty, but one of them is fake. It's an imposter. Like, what the heck? And again, because you are a beginner and you don't really know about what to look for in order to detect a real from a fake, you just think everything is real because they are all so beautiful. And trust me, there are so beautiful orchids in this world that you can have in your home, which don't look real, but they are, that you cannot distinguish the difference. So I have a real issue with these Instagram groups, TikTok. I don't visit TikTok, so maybe they're on TikTok as well, internet in general, which don't do their due diligence and post real information. I believe that everybody who posts stuff publicly on the internet has an obligation to double check whatever they're posting, right? I just saw that some of these groups actually have something to sell sometimes, or they have a book or something like that. Sometimes they use these pictures to actually sell something or to direct you to a different link, a different page. So there is an ulterior reason for stuff, but whatever they present is just not real. And that's just one of the things they present. Another one is orchids that look like animals. Now, let's start with the orchids that really actually look like animals. There are indeed some orchids in this world that try to imitate other stuff, usually insects. For example, there is an orchid that looks like a bee because it tries to attract a male bee to come and mate with the flower and in the process pollinate the flower. So not only does it look like a bee, but also it releases some pheromones that tell the male bee, hey, I'm a female bee. Talk about deception, right? Even plants are deceptive. Why are we surprised that humans are deceptive, I guess, right? So yes, there are some plants that look indeed like something else, like birds sometimes. Depends on your imagination. Gongoras to my eyes look a little bit like dragons. There are some orchids that apparently look like ducks. Yes, those are real as well. So I'm not denying there are some flowers that are really, really unbelievable. And then there's this. This is a very, very common picture that sometimes does the rounds, and I finally found it. This photo looks like a sort of bird with eyes and stuff, right? Well, one, it is not an orchid, first and foremost. It is called hot lips or something like that, and it's a salvia type as far as I know. So not only is it not an orchid, but somehow it's presented as an orchid, but also it doesn't have eyes. The original flower looks very much not like a bird in my eyes. If you put eyes on it and you say, yeah, this is the beak, these are the eyes, of course it's going to look like a bird. But see, that's Photoshop. And this opens up a gate of possibilities. We've made this type of video before in which I showed you some orchids like Cattleyas that had eyes. So the picture was inverted, they put eyes on it, it looked a little bit like an owl. I bet you that whoever made that photo maybe used it as a prank, not a prank, as a joke, you know, it was a fun meme, and some group took it and posted as real, and people were believing it. Anyway, orchids with eyes, not real. Many of the times there's a little bit of photoshopping involved there. Also, you will find amongst orchid photos in a post, you will find something that is not an orchid, like a lily. I guess they don't put a rose picture because, you know, everybody kind of knows how roses look like, but you have these wild types of irises or lilies, and they put them there, and you know, between orchid, 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 iris, orchid, 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 nobody seems to notice that there's an imposter in that collage. I've seen so many of these. Why? I don't understand, but they're not real. And the last one that I have on my list, there are others as well, but it's kind of related to Photoshop. Weird camera settings. And when I say weird, I mean unrealistic. So you can play around with the coloration of something with your camera, because cameras seem to sometimes have issues rendering the true color of something. And if you know those very purple vandas or purple orchids in general, you know that sometimes on camera they appear blue. And well, some of us here like to mention the fact that, hey, it's not really blue. I cannot really fix the camera to show it purple. It is what it is. There are limitations with cameras, yes, but there are others who actually do use these camera limitations to their advantage. So this is why you see all sorts of pictures of very, very blue or unrealistic coloration on orchids. They're not necessarily dyed orchids, and it's not even necessarily Photoshop or other softwares of manipulating pictures. It's just camera settings, or rather the limitations of cameras to properly pick up the true coloration in its beauty. Sometimes flowers have a very reflective quality, and when that happens, cameras just go wild. Even my camera has some limitations with purples generally, but I do try to set it in a way to show as much purple as possible. Sometimes it just doesn't wanna. But you will see a lot of pictures presenting orchids to be very, very, very blue, and you kind of recognize them, and you know that the one you have is not so blue, it's rather purple. It's a camera thing. If the poster doesn't tell you it's actually purple, you would think it's blue, right? Well, is that deceit? I don't know, you tell me. But certainly, that is not the real orchid. It is a camera trick, if you will. And you know, that's the end of my list. But obviously there are other examples. Presume everything is fake until proven not fake. Pretty much, that's how I see things. I can see an orchid that is unbelievable and say, probably fake, let's double check. And then I double check and I discover, oh yeah, it's real. And it's so easy to double check. All you need to do is just Google it, and you will eventually find more information, which will be pretty conclusive. But you need to know that many of the things you see on the internet are not real. So I don't know if that affects your life or not, but it certainly makes for a very fun video. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Let me know of other examples, if I missed any, if you saw any, let me know in the comments below. Also, check out my second channel where I post other stuff, other plants, maybe aquariums and other stuff. If you're interested in that, I'll link it down below in the description. But most importantly, do subscribe to this channel because this is where I post the good stuff. And with that said, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.